Hey everybody, posted update 9 already this week. It's already up on the channel. Been working on a few things, working on incorporating more Mog builds. However, I kind of got inspired by a couple posts on the channel. A few people posted in the comments on the YouTube channel about GW2 UI, so I began looking around, checking out a few UIs, and realized I wanted to make another user interface video. I was really inspired by one that I found, so I want to take you guys through actually how to install those. So let's take a look. I'm on Twitch right now. First thing you're going to check out is GW2UI. I literally think you just have to install it. So let's take a look at that. We'll put it on a brand new character, one I haven't touched yet. It's a lot easier, I find, to do that. So GW2 UI is installed directly from Twitch. Make my screen a little bigger. For some reason it just doesn't always, it resizes itself every single time I log in. So we're on Odontius, my future dwarf paladin, and let's disable everything. No cleaning installs needed. Before, when I did the last UI video, I kept going back, uninstalling everything and restarting it. I felt like that was kind of counterintuitive. So this is the basic World of Warcraft user interface. Character panel up here, chat and everything down. Character profile up here, chat over here, abilities down here, bag and game menu here, and map. So this is kind of the things we're looking at. Wish I was out of town. We're gonna have to wait that 20 seconds. I'll edit this part out for the future points, but I think it's nice to have something brand new. Man, he's got some hairy arms too. It doesn't really even match his face if you think about it. Poor Odontius. Alright, so go to add-ons down here. Oh, move that for you. Click on add-ons down here. And we're not going to include much yet. But let's go ahead and look at GW2 UI. And let's walk through how to set that up. I don't know. I'm going to do a new video that talks about changes I like to see in Shadowlands, and one of the things we're going to mention is user interfaces and how World of Warcraft can apply them. Alright, so GW2 UI is a full user interface replacement. We built the user interface with a modular approach. This means that if you dislike a certain part of the add-on or have another you prefer for that function, you can just disable that part. That's kind of nice, whilst keeping the rest of the interface intact. Let's move my face back over here, just above the XP bar. There we go. Some of the modules available to you are an immersive questing window, a full inventory replacement, as well as a full character window replacement. There are many more that you can enjoy. Just take a look in the settings menu to see what's available to you. I like that. It's very kind. What is Pixel Perfection? GW2 UI has a built-in setting called Pixel Perfection Mode. What this means for you is that the user interface will look as was intended with crisper textures and better scaling. Let's see what we noticing change. Oh, it just kind of gets bigger. That's all the install is? Hmm. This does kind of. I actually like this though because it frees up a lot of the screen just to experience everything. Let's see. Alright. So you can invite up here. Let me pull up Guild Wars super fast. I think this is what it was made off of. Oh, of course it shows for Warcraft. Let's go to the Guild Wars 2 wiki. Okay, yeah, so it is. So Guild Wars has about 10 abilities. It's kind of outlaid here. They have your health, dead center, and then in the middle area right here, they have different things. Right here is where in World of Warcraft we put the magic. Up here is your mini menu. believe that's what it's called. Maps right here, and calendars right here. That's a pretty clean look. I wish there was a way to incorporate all the things. Let's see, where's chat at? Chat's right here. That's kind of nice, actually. Wish there's a way to incorporate all the things where when I hit escape, the chat menu fades away. I wish there was a way to have all the things when you mouse over show up and then fade away. That would be amazing. Let's take some quests. Okay, so it looks like they're using immersive UI. You're a stout looking paladin. Lend us a hand. Looks like today's big earthquake shook a bunch of those barbarous trogs out of the ground, and they're sure steamed about something. It does make me want to read the quest more, I think. And each line of text, obviously, you have to click. So here's basically the quest. That global cooldown for Crusader Strike is horrendous. Oh, that's interesting. Quest objectives go dead up here. And I'll click on here. So here's his target. Here's his health. It's kind of neat. Oh, it does change that menu as well. Always forget to put auto loot on. Which auto loot is where you can click and it kind of area loots. That actually came from Star Wars, the Old Republic. It was a feature they brought in pretty early on in the game, and World of Warcraft snatched that up real fast. Let's turn in said quest. Impressive work, laddie. We can hold a perimeter from here on out. As if my contribution really changed anything based on your defensive position, but it's okay. Here, take this for your troubles. Trog Repeller Plate Mail. You'll also receive the following. Alright, listen up. So I'll skip this for now. Yeah, so I kind of like this actually. It simplifies things. Definitely makes it feel like it's a new game. Down here would be your combo points for the Paladin's Holy Power. For different classes, it would obviously. That's a lot of swords. I can't get away from that. So, all in all, not a bad UI. If I had to rate this, I think it adds enough of a new perspective that I would be willing to try it. I think when I did the last video, I felt like they were so similar that you're kind of picking between apples and apples. This feels really apples to oranges, where it's definitely a different experience. Let's see if we can /GW2. Okay, so /GW2 brings this menu up, and you can, oh wow, so you literally can just click off what you don't want. That's pretty nice actually, especially because some of the other ones are so intuitive and so they try to meet all your needs that you can't really deselect a certain part. This is kind of cool. So I kind of like that. It's something we're gonna take a look at. Now let's so this is just the modules in general. These are targets, what they'll show. Action bar, action button assignments, action bar width. Sorry, right bar width. What's a right bar? Where is the right bar? I don't see any other bar anywhere per se. Right bar. Okay. /GW2. Position of the stance bar. So what it actually looks like is bottom left bar, bottom right bar, right bar, and right bar. What I think they did was they made this 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They did 6 on each side. But actually no, I don't think so, because how would they, I guess they could keybind these, I guess. So what they did was they showed 6 bars, 6 buttons here, 6 buttons here, split it as 2 different bars. The HUD, dynamic HUD. Enable or disable dynamically changing HUD background. Fade chat, I like that. Sorry, got too near the Trog Dwarf War. I guess pixel perfection mode got deselected, it looks like. Okay, so set player aura grow directions. I think I'm missing one of the modules. We can make the dynamic camera. You can change your party auras. General skins. That's pretty neat. So I think I like this one. I might roll with this for a little bit. Let's see. All right. So that's GW2. Inked I've already shown. Just to show everybody again, those who haven't seen it. I like to exit out. I know you don't have to. Actually, we don't have to. Let's save some time. Add-ons. Alright, so let's reload that. I'll save at 20-second. Okay, so we're back to default. Everything looks as it does. Then let's go add-ons. And I want to show just a quick one called Extended Vendor UI. I just found this today, actually. Let's go find someone who sells something. I believe they're in here in Anvilmar. Alright, so weaponsmith, here we go. Alright, so Extended Vendor UI is this really cool feature where, well, I'll show you what it normally looks like. Add-ons, let's take it off real fast. So generally when you come to a shop, there's two columns and 5 rows. You have to click page. Usually you have to click page by page by page and scroll through all these things. Well, Extended Vendor UI, what that does is it adds them in. It makes it one longer page where you can see everything at once. It's really nice. I just found it today. So let's see how it interacts with other UIs. So for instance, GW2 UI. Inventory is over here. They don't apply a skin to sales, it looks like. Yeah, interesting. So it definitely works with other things. Pretty cool little UI. Wanted to throw that on there. Also, just download it on Twitch. It is a little outdated. So if you have problems loading it, make sure you click load out of date add-ons. I don't see any problems with it coming up, but we'll definitely go from there. Alright, and again, just because we hadn't really covered it, let's go over Inked. And then let's include and we'll talk about Narcissus in a little bit. Alright, so let's load up Inked. So we've taken off GW2 UI, Guild Wars, and now we're going to install Inked. And I'll do this. Kaboom is class colors mixed in. That's what bars looks like. Icon's just a picture. I like the word. Sorry, I wanted to fly through that where you didn't get hit with the Major drop from the EDM, but you know. Alright, so this is inked. Changes the font, obviously. It looks like SuperVillain. It's the reincarnation of SuperVillain UI. I was very happy to find this one. They legitimately change everything. Except the bags. For some reason, they didn't include a bag sorter or bag anything. What I don't like about these UIs, and what I do like about GW2, is the quest bar is now here. So if you look at like your usable screen that you have, generally this is where the quests go. So you have from here all the way over here to use this viewable screen. But now with this coming here, I feel like it's encroaching on another, 8-9% of my screen, and I really don't like that. But let's check one more thing though. Let's go add-ons. Let's actually add in the extended vendor UI and see how that kind of plays out. Oh, it's like it overrode it. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so it didn't extend the. Oh wow. So it shows the items here. It's gonna show them as floating. That's really bad. All right, so I definitely wouldn't use extended vendor UI with inked at all, just because it's locked into this. So obviously he did in Photoshop or whatever program he used, he created a window for this and he gave specific dimensions rather than having a skin overlay that just overlays over everything. And this is one of my problems with why I want Blizzard to include a user interface feature in the game, because when we would download things like this, it would just work. We wouldn't have to combine all these separate parts and kind of get them to work. I don't know. Show you what a little combat looks like for inked UI. Then we'll go on to a couple new ones that I've never even seen before until this morning. So inked is currently at the 0.1.7 release. That's your threat meter, I believe. So what that means is it lets me know that, see, interface action failed because of an add-on. I don't like how it has to be turned on while in combat though. Let's go. Oh, jeez. Victorious. Alright, so that's inked UI. Just gives you a sense of everything. Now, what I don't like about inked is these are certain. So henchmen are things that you can adjust. Basically, there are things that you can adjust that within their settings. That's the henchman. Docklets. Believe it allows you to set specific things to show up. Really, I'm not too sure on that one. Wish I could invite someone from the guild to help me out. I do just like the font. What I don't like is, and maybe they're still working on it, is the chat bar and the bags seem really disparate from everything else. Like it's like they created everything and then they kind of forgot. I haven't got to that part yet. And so I mean they built the window to match these type of things, but I don't know. It has some work to go, obviously, but I do appreciate the fact that someone is carrying on the legacy. Alright, so now what it will do is it usually throws a random pet here, but I don't know why it's so zoomed out where you can't even see it. That's kind of odd. Maybe it's something I clicked, who knows. Alright, so we're taking off extended vendor UI, if it lets me. And usually I just click the main one, but I think for system resources, we're going to deselect all of them. All right, man. So let's check out a smaller one I just found called Uber UI. Now, I've never even heard of this, but I felt like calling something Uber means it's going to be pretty amazing. And not trying to throw shade on anybody. I mean, I have created 0 user interfaces in my history of World of Warcraft, but um, it blacks out the general Blizzard art down here. It has a black circle around a square map. I want to give the person credit for, attempting to do something, but not something I think that is even worth giving much more time to. So I appreciate the effort, but it's not something I'm going to be using. I think it literally just keeps everything the same. So, gone over a few things. I'm saving one for the end. Actually, there's LL. Lorti UI, the remake is what it's called. Tell me you're kidding. It's literally the same thing. It's the same thing. They just made it smaller. So if you want a smaller version of Uber UI, try Lorti UI. That's funny. Alright, so I've been kind of saving this one. I found this one today. I want to make sure I'm installing it correctly before I get too far into it. Sorry, I'm trying to find Uber and Lorti and deleting them both. Alright, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen. Wow. Okay, so we're going to start with an add-on called Quafe, which I know it sounds weird. But bear with me. I wonder if, let's just do Quafe first and see what happens. Alright, so this is Quafe, the general. And then you have to upload a UI, either Mecha or Overwatch or custom. Let's try Mecha. This is the Mecha user interface. How do you get all the fancy smancy stuff? I was promised more than this. Oh, okay, let's try that. Maybe because I didn't upload it. Ah, there we go. Oh my gosh. That is pretty awesome. Health, mana, your target goes here. If you click on the health, it selects yourself. Studebaker. Wow. Now it doesn't obviously replace the bags or things like that. I'm gonna have to move my face, I think. Guess we'll go right here. Now it makes it look like I'm like honestly always looking at the house icon. The chat is literally right over it. Oh, that's kind of odd. Okay, so it literally puts the words right behind the health. That's kind of odd. Let's see if there's any way to adjust this at all. There's... Alright, the config. QUAFE. That's pretty cool. We'll make sure if anything's been turned off. Click, 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 click casting support. CLIQUE. Click is like a group of people. So I wonder if that's an add-on. That's odd. Alright, let's go kill some stuff. $87 means what? Oh, it's his health points? This guy kicked my rear last time. Let's see. What I don't like is, I can already tell right now, I don't like how the health is different. Like their health up sorry, this right here above their head should match these, or it should just be omitted altogether. But see how it looks like the Blizzard user interface, and then you have this kind of overlay, and I think that's honestly what this is. It's not a user interface; it's an overlay. Let's see how many bars do I have? I just have one set of bars. Wow. All in all, pretty neat though. I do like the HUD on the map too. I like how they changed just the way the map sits, and then also your icon on the map. 5 times. What if that's holy power? Yeah, must be. Alright, well, that's pretty neat. Alright, so let's... So you have to have Quafe activated, and here's Quafe Overwatch. Let's see. Let's see what Quafe Overwatch looks like. Again, there's that. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like it's supposed to have a different HUD. That's weird. Alright, let's see. This could have been a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. And I'm kind of disappointed. It does something pretty neat with the party frames. But yeah, I'm gonna leave some feedback for the person who made this. But I mean, this has some potential, and this, I mean, this is perfect. Like Blizzard should start with this. Diablo, Heroes of Storm, Overwatch, Lost Vikings, Hearthstone. If I can forget one more of the games, let's see. I have the launcher up right here. Let's take a look. Oh, it's StarCraft. Okay. Even Call of Duty. They should start with those UIs first. And if you own the game, those UIs would unlock. Could you imagine playing World of Warcraft like this? And I mean, I get it. I really get it. Blizzard in their heads to say these are separate entities. We want World of Warcraft. Honestly, to us, World of Warcraft looks like this. But I mean, I definitely beg to differ. I mean, I think there's some value in changing things up. I wanted to show some another. Here we go. Narcissus or Narcissus. What? Narcissus does is it lets you see your transmogs, but in a kind of unique way. Sorry, one sec. I need to find how to get it to launch. Oh, there you go. Duh. Find the. It kind of blended in, but it's a snowflake. I think it's actually a windmill. That's like ones you used to hold. So what will happen is it makes this viewable window with whatever mogs you have on your character. Now the problem is you have to have these things equipped, so you really can't test things like so. For instance, when I'm building some of my transmog sets that I'm helping other people with, let's say I'm looking at the shoulders, right? I want to be able to pull this into it. Supposed to be able to shift left click and toggle the dressing room. Oh, that's just that one. Okay. See, I was hoping that would pull it out, but what's really nice for this is, especially if you're like on the WoW or the Transmog Reddit, you can definitely use this to take much better pictures. I mean, much better. There's also a photo mode down here. So you have share. That was pretty sweet. And you can definitely, there's a lot of features in this. You can do one of the emotes. Can hide text. Take text off. Wow, that's kind of a neat feature. For the picture only, you can up all your graphics to max just to take a better picture. That's a pretty sweet ability. Obviously, I don't have much for the transmog side, but let's switch characters and see what one looks like a little bit better. I think my priest has an actual transmog, so we'll see what that looks like. What is interesting though is from taking Quafe on and off, it did leave the icon on the map the same. That's my other priest. Dang it. Well, let's see this guy in all his hideous glory. I have a feeling it kept the graphical settings at max though. No, put them at 5. Okay, cool. Alright. So. Let's get off that mount. That's horrible. That bird trying to give me that stupid quest is really bothering me. He's just dang it. Can't you see I'm being a narcissist and trying to get my picture on? Just keep photobombing me the entire time. Alright, so within this you can choose a few things. If we go to 1, it would change anything I had logged out. Obviously I look like a damn Christmas tree, but you can change the way the light sits on you and change the actual color of the light, which would then in turn change the color of your Mogs. Just darkens it up. I can change the type of weapon, it looks like. This is just like keeping it to like one of the poses. 3. Wow. So that was Narcissus. I felt like I should at least check out some of the things that are out there. Kind of disappointed that actually really disappointed that Mecha worked better than Overwatch, I felt. See if I can get to work this time though, let's see. Yeah, nope. Trying to see if somebody will join a group with me. I mean, I think that they've made some cool replacements, obviously, but they need to finish this one. I would love to see this add-on finished because there is a lot of potential. A lot of potential. Alright, so let's see. That's weird. I put them up there in a small bar. I really didn't add what I wanted it to. Alright, let's see. Let's change Mecha and let's see if that did anything differently. Still the same. Alright, let's check out what Guild Wars 2 does. Wow. I kind of like that. I might actually try this for a little bit. It makes me feel a little more medieval. Did I get any gold? Nah, just a bunch of... Interesting. These at the same. It does add like some sort of like a filter, like a tint to everything. But I played Guild Wars 2 for I want to say like a week, and this feels pretty spot on. Well, I appreciate everybody checking this video out. Obviously, they're not as popular as some of the others. I would say reach out to the creator of Quafe and let's help him out as much as we can. Get things going. I do think Guild Wars 2 UI, or as we call it, GW2 UI, is a solid user interface replacement. I actually think I like it. I'm still drawn to Bennick. Inked, I want to see get better. So I think my top is Bennick LUI. I'd throw this up there though. I mean, I think this is pretty clean. Console port is definitely something different, but it's clean. Oh, let me pull my face up and show you guys. That's what the chat box looks like. Not too bad. Right click on the health. That's how you can leave party and do reset dungeons and etc. So let's pull out the path. Let's see what he looks like. Wow, that's kind of annoying though. It stacks that right there. And put your buffs here too. But having this, wow. That makes that really high. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. That takes up a lot of the real estate. Having a stupid pet almost makes you have to go marksmanship. um, so my druid is farming Draenor. Maybe my hunter will farm Legion. Who knows? We shall see. But for another video, appreciate everybody watching. If you like what you saw today, feel free to leave comments below. Let me know if there's any other UIs or user interfaces you want to see me walk through, or just random add-ons you want me to pull from Twitch and kind of walk through them. Appreciate the support. Make sure you hit the subscription button. Helps me continue making videos, and then any notifications you can click on would be great too to help with the views. Thanks for watching. Enjoy collecting and take care, guys. Thanks.